Hey, it's Alyssa in Math for Elementary Teachers, Math 223. Today this is the first Teach It assignment video, and I'll be doing problem number 11 in section 9-2B. So let's get started. So our problem is number 11, and it says, in the following square dartboard, suppose a dart is equally likely to land in any small square of the board. Then it gives us our points, and then we've got 4 parts up here to solve. So I actually made a little board by myself here so we can see it a little bit better. So the first part says, what is the total area of the board? So to figure out letter A, we are going to take length times our width, because that's how we get our area. So if we count here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's our width, so we're going to take 10 times our length, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 10 again, so we're going to take 10 times 10, and that's going to give us 100. So our total area for our dartboard is 100 units, because there is no label given to us. So we've got letter A figured out already. So remember, when we do area, length times width is how we figure that part out. Letter B says, what is the probability of the event of a dart's landing in each lettered region of the board? So here's where we look at this. So the highlighting things helps us to correlate which part of the board is which. So we've got A, which is these squares, B, which are these squares, C, this other layer, D, this other layer, and then E, this final layer. So let's figure out A first. So we're going to figure out part A. So A, as we look at this, it says that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 squares in part A. So we've got 4 on our top part of our ratio, and then our bottom part of our ratio is going to be out of 100, because that's how many total squares we have. If we simplify that, 100 is divisible by 4, and 4 is also divisible by itself, so we're going to get 1, and then 4 goes into 125 times. So our probability of getting a dart on letter A is 1/25, or 1 out of 25 times. Then for B, let's count our squares here to help us figure out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've got 12 here. We're going to take 12 on our top, out of 100 on the bottom. Again, our greatest common factor between the two is 4. So we're going to divide 12 by 4, which is 3, 100 by 4, which is 25. So we've got 3/25 is our probability of landing on section B, which makes sense because B has a bigger section than A does. Now we move on to C. For C, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We've got 20 spots on section C. So we're going to take 20 out of 100, and 100 is divisible by 20, so we can divide both numbers by 20, and we're going to get 1/5. Again, that makes sense. It's a bigger fraction, a bigger ratio, because C has more spots. Let's go on to section D. Let's count our spots in D here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. We've got 28 out of 100. So again, let's take this divided by 4, because each number is divided by 4. So we're going to take 28 divided by 4, which is 7. 100 divided by 4, which is 25. So we have 7/25. Again, greater chance of landing in D because it has a bigger amount of space than any of the other ones. Finally, let's finish up with E. So E, we've got a lot of squares here, so let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So we have 36 out of 100. And to make that a simplified fraction here, we're going to divide by 4 again. So we've got 36 divided by 4, which is 9. 100 divided by 4, which is 25. So we've got 9/25. So again, as you can see, as we look at this, and as we compare to our ratios up here, A is going to be the smallest chance because it's the smallest amount of squares. B is second because it has second smallest amount of squares. And then as we keep going up in our dartboard, the chances of you landing on a certain area get bigger because the area has more. C says if 2 darts are tossed, what is the probability of the event scoring 20 points? So here's where this total thing lines up. So if you land an A, you get 10 points. B, you get 8. C, you get 6. D, you get 4. E, you get 2. So the only possible way that you would be able to get 20 points in 2 darts is if you land in A, both times. So what we're going to do is we're going to take A, the probability of landing in A the first time, 1/25th, and we are going to multiply that by 1/25th, because to figure out the probability of 2 outcomes, you multiply them. So we've got 1 times 1 is 1, and then 25 times 25 is 625. So our ratio is 1 out of 625 times is your ratio for how probable it is to land in the small section A of the dartboard and get a total of 20 points. So, and then finally we have D. D says, what is the probability of the event that a dart will land in neither D nor E? So our first part is to figure out how many squares we have total in sections D and E, which is going back to these two right here. So we have 28 squares in D, and we've got 36 squares in E. So let's add those together. When we add 28 plus 36, we're going to get 64. So that's how many parts we have in D and E. Now to figure out what our probability is landing in neither, we're going to take 100, because that's our total amount of squares, minus that 64 to get sections A, B, and C. When we take that, we get 36 squares left over. So then to figure out our probability of landing in neither D nor E, we're going to take 36 out of 100, and we're going to simplify that. So 36 out of 100 is, if we simplify, divided by 4, is going to be 9/25. And that is our answer for that one, because it shows that that is our probability of landing in sections C, B, or A, not D or E. Again, makes sense because D and E have the most amount of squares out of the entire dartboard. So that is our Teach It video for section 9.2b, problem 11. Thanks for watching.